Hey, hi, I'm Mona. This is Chit Chat. We just got back a little bit ago. I just kind of like fixed some stuff around here. And then I found this little thing in my pocket, which is like to review the mechanic shop that I went to check something out on my car. I went to a different mechanic shop because the one up the road, you have to make an appointment kind of there. So, and I was really worried about the car. And I got up this morning and I had other plans today, but I was like, take the car to the mechanic, just take it. That's what I felt you know what? That's how I do. I'll wake up in the morning with some kind of thought and I'll be like, what? And then I'll look it up. It's not always a car. Sometimes it has to do with other things that happen around here. Like weird stuff that I would never think about to look into. But it happens for me. I guess I'm lucky like that. I don't know. Anyways, that's how I found some of this stuff. I woke up in the morning with a thought and I'm like, let me look into that. And then boom, I find it. I don't like that. I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I don't like that because I don't want to know and I don't want to be involved. But when people are being hurt, then I kind of feel a certain type of way. When people's lives are in danger, then for sure I feel a certain type of way. You know? That's when it bothers me. You know, when people's lives are affected or in danger or something, then yes, I feel some type of way. I can't help it. Anyways, I went to the place and yeah, I'm so glad that I went there. They told me I went just in time. I had a warranty on something. They redid the whole thing and fixed another thing on there. And yeah, now the car is running freaking tits, right? It's running great. So yeah, I'm glad I went there, you know. And they totally fixed it. They love, you know, they're always nice to my dogs. Everywhere I go, people are nice to my dogs. So that's like a given, I guess. People are dog lovers, you know. Some people, you know, and I don't expect them to be. So, I mean, I try to keep them away from the business. But they were like, oh, no, they can come in. And they did. They went inside. They got a lot of love from them, which was really nice. They love the love. But they did a really good job. And I had to pay a little bit, but you know what? I want to tell you. You better believe that I'm going to price compare. Like, what is the average cost? What is this? What is that? I always do that. You know, and it kind of sucks, which I should not do that, is I always do it when I already tell them, yeah, do the work. Like, I should look up the prices first. But then when they show me the price of it, because this is how it happened. I told them what went on with the car. They kind of had an idea already. So they went and they targeted what they were looking, and they found it right away. Right away they found the issue. And so they told me what it was. They explained, the guy even there, the mechanic, explained the things to me too. This is another thing that I like, is they explain shit to you. Exactly what's going on, why this is doing this, and why this is, I love that. Even though I don't completely understand 100% all of it, but I get the gist. And just by them explaining that, I love that. Okay? Because I get the gist and then I kind of understand a little bit and then I get it, right? Now, I know for a fact that right now in these times, because of the mileage of my car, that things need to get replaced. You buy a car, that shit, all your parts are not going to last forever. You have to think in your mind, all right, in the future, at a certain type of mileage, things are going to start failing. So when you hear stuff going on in the car, take it in right away. Don't wait till last minute till you're broke down on the side of the road, can't do nothing about it. You know, yes, I have AAA. Okay, I've said that a million times, but I'm not trying to get to that point. I want the car to run good, right? Because we up and leave at a moment's notice. And I need the car to be running well at all times. Right? So that is the main focus for me and in my life is that the car is running well, the water system is running well, the dogs are healthy, I'm healthy. Those are the most important things. I don't care about going and buying junk out there. I'm over buying stuff that's useless. You know, okay, I have my little projects. Those are little useless, but they're cheap. It's not like I'm spending a lot of money on freaking popsicle sticks. You know, like stuff like that is cheap. You know, exercise machine. Okay, I need it for days that we don't go walking. You know what I'm saying? Or if I feel like I need to do a little extra workout because I'm feeling fat or something. You know. So yeah, so the things I have here is everything that I use. Now all these extra furniture that some of the stuff here, like what the lady left me, yeah, I didn't really need it, but that was very nice and I use it. You know, something happened to it, break, okay, throw it away, whatever. I have a couple other things that I found at garage sale for like $5 each. And they're big, huge, like a dresser type thing, and then a fold out thing, and then another dress or another like side $5 each. Something happens to them, they go bad, throw them away. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to spend my money on shit that's like material shit. Like, I'd rather spend my money to go somewhere and travel and check something out. That's where I like my money to go. You know, I want to see stuff. I want to experience life. You know, I want to travel. I want my dogs to come with me. You know what I mean? So that's where my money goes, for things that are important, those few things that are important in my life. And that's it. Otherwise, I don't really spend money. I mean, the normal stuff, pay the bills and groceries, but other than that, like, I don't really, you know. Anyways, so I went to there, and I was thinking, man, because I wanted to see someone today. And I wasn't sure how long this was going to take, because we got there at like 10:30. And we left there at like 2, I think, or 1 something. I don't remember. It was between 1 and 2. But I was thinking all day, like, oh, I got to get back because I want to talk to somebody, right? And I'm seeing these people drive by with their windows down, targeted, looking at my house. I freaking, you know, these fuckers, I don't give a shit. They can look. Enjoy. There's nothing to look at here. Anyways, I should just make a sign with a middle finger right there. You want to look at my house? Look at this fucking finger. My middle finger. You know, you fuckers. Anyways. So I wanted to get back because I actually met someone cool. This guy's smart. He's intelligent. He went to school. He's fucking smart. You can talk to him and have an intelligent conversation. I really like that guy. So I wanted to try to rush back because I told him that I would come back and visit with him and talk to him about some religious stuff. You know, like, he's freaking smart, the guy. I like to talk to him, okay? So I wanted to rush back and go to where he's at. And I wanted to let him know that I wasn't flaking on him. You know, that that I had things to do. Because that person out of this whole county, well, there's a couple people I'm okay with, right? But him in particular, he's probably like the main person I like in this county. He's like number 1. Like, I would help that guy if he needed it. You know, I haven't told him that. But if he did, I would. You know, I would do whatever I could to figure out how to solve his problem, if he had one. Because he's also knowledgeable in areas that I am not, where he actually could return that favor, which is really cool. And I would pay him for his services, but I've already tried to because of some knowledge that he gave me, but he won't take it. So it's okay. It's cool. Whatever. You know, I'm cool with that guy. You know, I just didn't want him to think that I was flaking. So I tried to go in there. I run in there today, and I saw his worker. His worker there is cool. The worker's cool too. I have been there on other occasions where the workers, I didn't think that they were a good fit for the job because of because I could tell when some people are under the influence, you know, and I didn't feel like there was a person but that person's not working there anymore. I think he picked up on that quick. So, yeah, he's a smart guy, you know. The guy he has working there now is good. You know, I had a little bit chit chat with him. I questioned him a little bit too. No, that guy's good. So, you know, I'm okay with his worker too. And then there's another person, which I'm not going to mention. I'm not going to even describe or anything. Okay, because I don't want anybody to know. But anyways, yeah. So I made it back in time to catch up with that guy real quick. I couldn't chit chat with him too much because the dogs were in the car. You know, we were out all day, and you know, I wanted to take them to another walk. So you know, but he was cool with it. So I you know, yeah. So that's pretty much all that happened today. But yeah, the car. I came in at the right time. The car is just running nicely. It's not doing what it was doing before. The smell I was smelling before is gone. Like, yeah, they know. I can't, and I remember the guy's name. I don't want to say, but I remember the guy's name, and I kind of hope that guy is the one that works on my car when I go there. I mean, they got other workers. The other worker there was cool too. He was a nice guy, but because that guy worked on my car, and he even remembered me the last time, that I would prefer him to work on my car because he knows my car now. You know. Anyways, but that's all I have. You know, I just was talking about my day. It was really nice, and it was rewarding, and I enjoyed myself. Even though I had to sit. You know why? Because where was that? The people there, they're nice, and they're cool with my dogs. There's also like a really cool spot to walk the dogs and play ball if I wanted to, whatever. And I kind of packed for the day real quick. I brought them extra snacks. I brought myself some snacks. And yeah, I just forgot one thing that I was supposed to take, but I'm going to wait a couple days. I don't feel like going out. Well, I don't know. It just depends. I'll wake up in the morning and I'll be like, let's go do this. And that's what we do. So, but I didn't do any extra shopping or anything today. I figured I'd save that for when we go out the next time, and then I'll bring whatever. I do need to go to the post office. I don't know. I thought I did this already, but if they want me to do it again, I guess they want some information, address verification note. I mean, I turned something in, but you know, I guess I'll go again. Whatever they want for my mail. I have that ready to go for when I just forgot it. I could have done it today, but maybe I'll do it tomorrow. But yeah. Anyways, that's what I have. The dogs are tired. Like the dogs are tired. They're knocked out right now because they had a lot of activity today. You know, I'll probably sleep really good tonight too because of the activity. Like all the extra activity for us, like it's a good night's sleep. You know, when we don't do a lot, like on that rainy day, it's like I gotta force myself up and do stuff. Don't sit down because you might have a harsh night's sleep. You know, like if I don't get enough activity during the day, then I will have a rough night's sleep. You know, which just means to go take a hike or do something. It doesn't mean going and being in big crowds or no. I have the social anxiety. I get high blood pressure right away, and I can have a stroke, so I have to like leave. Yeah. This is why I can't be around. Oh, my right hand is itching. That's a good sign. I just spent a lot of money today, so that's a good sign. But I have a social anxiety. I can't be around crowded places. You know, I can't be around too many people. I mean, a couple people is okay. I'm okay. But, like, I can't go, like, to a football game or a baseball game, or I can't go to any crowded stores on the weekends. Like, I can't do that stuff because I will start feeling, like, it's so gnarly. I can feel the anxiety, and then I can feel my blood pressure going up. Like, I can feel it. Yeah. And once I start feeling that, that's when I'm like, oh, shoot, I gotta leave. So I just leave. And it works. If it starts, like if I show up somewhere and there's no one there and all of a sudden a whole rush of people come in, oh my gosh, you know, but all I have to do is leave. And even if it means that I can't buy everything that's in my car, I just leave it and I take off. I have to do that. I don't want to have a stroke. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do, and I leave, and then I come home and I relax. Because I also, I also can't take pharmaceuticals and stuff. Like I can't take no mental health pills. I can't take, painkillers or any of that stuff. They make me sick or I have an allergic reaction to them. So I have to do things like mindfulness that way, which was really hard to learn if you're not used to it. But after a while and you get used to your own body system and stuff, then it's okay. I just have to be wary of my surroundings. That's it. If I don't feel comfortable there, I just leave and I come home. When I was on the road, if that happened, I would just leave and just come back to the trailer. And I would be fine. Just be by myself with the dogs. Maybe take a walk even. That helped. And the blood pressure would go down and I would be more relaxed. And there you have it. Yeah. So... yeah, So, but today was a really good day, and I really had a nice time, even though I had to just, I had to do these things, and I don't like spending money if I don't have to, but I had to, so I was glad to do it, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? And I am not buying another car. I'm gonna drive that car until the wheels fall off, because all the new cars that they're making right now, putting all kinds of weird shit on there. Some cars can't be repaired. Some of the new cars you see online, like, it's unrepairable. Like, no, I'm gonna stick with my old little Jeep. I'm good. I don't care if it looks all banged up or anything. As long as the engine and everything else runs fine, I am fine with it. Yeah. Yes, sir. I am fine. Plus, when you have a car like that, it's less likely to be broken into. I don't leave anything in there. The car's a mess anyway, so. But yeah. You know what I mean? When I first got that car, like many years ago, because I got it new, yeah, that shit was getting broken into, because I had left tools in there, because I used to work on my cars, okay? I used to work on the cars myself. I would YouTube shit and work on them myself, like, I could still do that now. I don't feel like it, though. I don't feel like it, and it's very hard, and I don't have those tools like I used to. I see the neighbors working on their cars all the time. And this car seems like it would be something that's okay to work with if you have the right tools, but I'm not down. I mean, if I get a flat, I can change the tire and go get the tire fixed. I can do all that stuff, basic stuff. But I don't want to. If I don't need to, I don't want to. So, and that's just it. But anyways, I guess I felt a little chatty coming back. I think I was happy to see that guy and to tell him, I didn't want to be a flake. He had a big smile on his face. Not, he looks cute, but you know what? I just like him right now because he's very intelligent and he's much too young for me. I think he's in his late 20s. No, that's, no. But I don't mind being friends with intelligent people, or maybe that's why. I'm attracted to people with intelligence. It doesn't really matter how they look to me, because you can find the most attractive person out there, guy or girl, and they're just a ditz or an airhead. I can't. I can't. So, but yeah, I had a good day. It was a good day. Feeling good, feeling happy, and it's not time for their food yet. Oh shit, almost 20 minutes. Look, 3:45. I start making their food about 4:30. I start, when I'm done making their food, then I start to make myself something to eat. I don't know, I don't really feel hungry right now because I had snacks today. I had some cashews and a banana, so some coffee. That's like, the coffee makes you not hungry, but anyways, that's all I have for you guys. This was Chit Chat. It's just random. I had a good day. I'm Mona, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.